one last question. We heard that you recently tried playing FIFA on assisted controls. Can you tell me what you thought the problems were with using assisted controls?
I'm not responsible for the shooting.
He's right, you don't control the shooting, you don't control the passing, the crossing, you don't control any of it really, if you use assisted, and that is why I am here. Welcome guys to the Manual Movement episode 2, part of my quest to get more people playing FIFA on manual controls. If you watched last time, you will remember I entered the head-to-head cup, trying to win it on manual controls against assisted players, and I didn't make a great start. This time, I'm here to have another go, because I'm not going to let just one failure deter me. So, I decided to mix my team around. It's something I quite like to do. I get a bit bored if I use the same team repeatedly. So what I'm going to try and do throughout this series is use a different team every single time. I chose to be Zenit, from the country where Manual plays you. And here we go. So it was Zenit St. Petersburg against Manchester United. I changed to possession, as you can see in the bottom left, because I always do. So let's get to the highlights. What I'm going to do in this one is I'm going to try and show much more of the build-up on both sides as well, because I want to obviously demonstrate the differences. So first thing here, I'm going to pause it. You know what he's thinking. He's just going to try and curl that into the bottom corner. He's unassisted. It usually works, so I decided I was going to have none of that. I'm not going to let him do that. But that's the problem with assisted, is so often they just will all the time just look to cut inside and curl it. That's the only thing they'll try, which is kind of annoying. I could tell he didn't look like he was great at defending, because I'm turning him this way and that, and he didn't have a clue where to go, but shots off target. And if you watch the introduction, one of the things I went on about was the ping-pong passing. You can see it here. It's just first time, and it's so accurate and goes to them so quickly. It's just ridiculous. And it's really quite annoying that FIFA still haven't fixed that, despite promising that they were going to get rid of it in FIFA 11. Whereas if you watch this passage here, you see how the passes go to the players much slower, not as accurate. I still managed to get my way through, but his keeper saves it. And I was aiming for the far corner, so we have another one for the counter, carried over from the previous episode. And there's going to be a few of them in this one, I can tell you now. So, if I try and do what he was thinking earlier, as you can see, it goes absolutely nowhere near. And we have the third.
You've got to hit them right in the sweet spot, and he certainly didn't that time.
No, he didn't. He bobbled on towards the goalkeeper. It was a poor effort.
Can he turn away from the challenge here?
So again, another long-range shot. I actually really thought that one was in when I hit it, but unfortunately not. And obviously, one of the things I said on Manual in the intro as well is that skill moves and everything like that is exactly the same. So if you've got players who can do them, I don't mind trying them every now and again. But I still can't find that far corner. And there's number 4. And once again, you can see he's doing the kind of the one-touch passing. You know, even when sliding on the floor, you can see it's got the power and the accuracy to go exactly where he wants. And then he turns me with Welbeck. This is the bad defending that I've mentioned before. And my keeper parries it, and with his first shot of the game, he's managed to score just a crappy rebound, and actually bothers to watch the replay. So that's what I thought of him watching the replay. This is what it looked like on my screen when I saw it. So quite annoyed. And seeming, you know, like in the last one, once he got a chance, he seemed to find his feet, goes outside, produces a cross, but Welbeck's header not in the goal. My header from corner also not in the goal. I mean, it was quite an quite an action-packed half. There were a lot of incidents, to say the least. And this is another problem. I know this one's gone in my favour, but the goal kick that turns into just head it back and it's a through ball for the opponent. I don't know why they haven't fixed that either, because that's something that's really annoying. But that was half time. Don't really know how I'm behind. He doesn't have a shot for 42 minutes and then manages to score. And I'll just leave the stats for a moment. I don't need to go through it. You can see for yourself that this is the same problem I had in the last game, is that I can't turn dominance into goals, and that is the problem with manual.
United with the ball again. Well, they'll try to put that right as well.
So second half, this doesn't actually result in a chance, but this is just another sort of demonstration of the nice stuff you can do with manual, and then go for a back heel, and unfortunately he blocks it. So an hour gone, and again you sort of see I have to build up quite slowly. I can't just fizz passes around. I have to wait for the space, and then again a bit of trickery and unlucky, but yeah, that's number 5. And same again as I mentioned before, that problem with the just heading back a goal kick for a through ball is kind of annoying. He made a great tackle there, to be fair to him, and then his keeper made another good save, and I'm back with this problem again. So another keeper to join the Superman Hall of Fame, but then I remembered even Superman has a weakness, which is kryptonite, and after a quick search on Google I discovered, yeah. So if Lomberts is David De Gea's kryptonite, I'll give the ball to Lomberts. He gets in the box. Yeah. Goal, in case you didn't realise. So we are finally up and running. We finally have the first goal against an assisted player. And I was certainly hoping from here I could go on and win. So I got myself another chance. Danny, first time shot, rebound, but from the rebound... Ah, damn it. So close, but not quite. Very unlucky there. And once again, remember, I am doing unbiased highlights. I am showing you everything, every chance he has. And this is the best thing he did in this half up till now. That's it. And what I've been saying about the problems with assisted is he has no control over where that cross goes. So it's basically luck in terms of where it goes. And he put that one out of play, whereas on manual, you know, no matter which player I'm using, as long as I kick the ball properly, I can control where that goes in the box every single time. So 84th minute was his first actual chance of the game. He goes for another cross, and my keeper actually makes an amazing save and then claws it out. I was fortunate there, but it comes back again. He has no control over the placement of that header, and the guy's just headed it against my goalie basically instead of putting it in the corner. And that was full time. Obviously we are in the cup, which means we've still got extra time to go. He actually bothered to watch a replay of his first goal again, so he gets the turd graphic once more. And going to put up the stats again. And, you know, I realised that obviously last time his keeper played better. This time, as you can see, my shooting's been a bit wasteful. But I still should not be drawing this game. I should have won this comfortably. But because I'm on manual, it makes just scoring so much harder. Whereas the chances I had, if I was on assisted, I'd have probably beaten him 4 or 5-1. So another chance here and another complete cock-up. I don't think that was a finesse shot, so I'm not having the counter on that one. But that was dreadful. I do have to admit, I mean, this one was certainly so far very much my fault in terms of why I wasn't winning. But this is the frustrating thing, but at the same time it's why I love manual. It's because you have to do all of the work to score your goals. You don't, or hardly ever, get any sort of really lucky break that just scores a goal for you. And again, going back to what I was saying about possession, it's just the patient build-up. There's no sort of fizzing it around 3 or 4 players within a couple of seconds, just ping-pong passing it around. I've got to take my time and be careful. And his keeper makes yet another good save.
look back at the
because
end of
that
this match.
finally produced quite a decent effort on goal, but his keeper
This is Anderson.
equal to it. And again, that sort of pass just on the turn, so easy. But it's really nowhere near that easy in real life.
That's a 50-50 in
And
midfield now
spreads it
after
to
that.
Ashley Young,
Great
who
ball.
produces,
Crosses
surprise,
off.
surprise, a perfect
It's a
cross.
venomous volley. Oh, the
And
post
the
very
right-footed
close
Danny Welbeck hits a perfectly clean left-footed volley that goes just wide. You know,
Everest tap. Wayne Rooney.
it's just annoying,
Danny.
and it got more annoying, unfortunately. He goes down the wing, has a shot,
Ball still alive.
crosses it back
Gets
in,
the cross
and
in.
Rooney
bravery
scores.
for
And
the
just,
header.
if I rewind that, this guy is hit a perfect volleyed cross, as you can see, on the volley, just splits two defenders as easy as anything, and Rooney scores.
Taking
It's
the lead.
ridiculous how unrealistic that is, but how often that happens if you
Extra
use
time, they
assisted.
had a bit of a breather, and they've used it to
So,
bring back
2-1
Manchester
down in
United's
extra
impressive
time.
scoring. Oh, Nani. That's a
Didn't
fine
give
tackle.
up. No. Got a bit lucky here. And when I played in, my player decides to backheel it away from the goal, which wasn't very helpful. Got another chance with Danny,
Picked up well.
but
And the shot's on. That was at an
you know the drill by
important
now.
time in the game too.
Yep.
Really decent effort, but not quite good enough.
He'd have been a hero here, wouldn't he? if
So,
he'd found the net there. Very close.
that was
Second period of
my
extra
last
time,
chance
we're
of the
down to 4
game,
minutes now to go.
unfortunately, so I am going to
Good room
lose.
here.
But he tries one more, crosses it to the hair transplant,
Off the post.
and
Well, I
it
have
doesn't
to
do the
say
job
that
this time,
the,
actually.
cross- It's all over.
Hits the post, but
There is
never
the
mind.
final whistle.
He wins
There
2-1.
is the final whistle. They've put in
I'm not
so
very
much
happy,
hard work,
but
it's counted for
hey ho,
nothing
I
in the
think
end.
I'm proving my
They're out.
point
That's
to an
great
extent at any rate.
football, they just couldn't produce it when
I've
it was
tried twice,
Well, we've
lost
enjoyed your
twice,
company here.
and
We've
been
enjoyed
very
the top
unlucky
football
both
as
times.
well. Been very exciting.
Uh,
Goodbye until the next time.
So stats on the screen, obviously he came into it a lot more in extra time and played a bit better. But still, I really ought to have won that game, and had I been assisted, I would have probably won it easily. So that concludes the second episode of the manual movement. Thank you very much for watching. Next time I re-enter the cup yet again, because I'm determined to, even if I can't win the cup, at the very least beat somebody, otherwise this would be ultimately pointless. So, if you can, leave me feedback on this. I realise this one's a bit longer than the last one. I've included a couple more less serious parts as well. So if you can let me know if you like this or dislike this, leave a comment and tell me either ways to improve, or if there's anything, you know, I think I should get rid of, or if there's something else you'd like me to add. Please tell me, because if you don't tell me, then I can't change it. I will leave it there. Please subscribe as well, because the idea is that I release these episodes once I get a certain number of subscribers, because as much as I appreciate everyone, you know, all the manual players who do watch this, if I've only got 50 manual players watching this, then that's not that's not going to get more people playing manual. So please spread the word around, guys. Get more people watching this and get more people playing on manual. Thank you very much. I will see you next time. Play manual.